Hey everybody, boys and girls, welcome back to Billy's Blades and Tools. Hope everybody's had a good weekend. This is a Monday here in Central Ohio. Weather's a little warm, but you know, it's still summertime as far as I'm concerned. But got some knives here that I wanted to go through and show you that I got at a garage sale. Actually, it's just about 12 houses down from where I live right now. Picked up some knives, and then I got another knife that I picked up when wife and I were down in Florida visiting her sister down in the Leesburg area. So I picked up a knife down there at a little antique mall. So let me get to it and show you what I got. Okay. All right, we're ready to dive into some of these knives I picked up. Let's start with this one. It's what they call a hobo knife. As you can see, it's pretty dirty right now. It's made by Colonial. Get that tang stamp in there. Providence, USA. I'm not sure about the age of it, but as you can see, the main blade is in pretty good condition other than being rusty. Not much of an edge on it, but that can be taken care of with no problem. But it has a stainless steel fork. Yep, stainless, Colonial, Providence, USA. And a stainless steel spoon. Stainless, Colonial, Providence, USA. Can opener blade there, a little hard to get open right now, but as you can tell, it's pretty crusty. Got a bail on it. Now the only real issue is the scale on this side is come loose. It has some little tabs underneath here that go into these little places right there, but tabs are broke off, at least the one. This one's still good right here, but this one's broke off, so it won't stay in place. So I'm going to, the bail is not a permanent bail. I can spread this a little bit and take that off, and I'm probably going to have to epoxy this into place to get it to stay. But you know, overall it's in good condition, just needs a little TLC. We'll get that cleaned up on a future video, but I thought that was pretty cool. I know there are other brands out there probably, so but this is my first one. Then the next one is a Boker tree brand. It's missing the little emblem there, but I've been told, and I've seen on some videos from the knife doctor, that a 9mm shell can be made to fit in there. So we might be doing that. But this one is in pretty good condition. You know, the scales are, I'm pretty sure that's Delrin. But everything's in pretty good shape. Blade's got a little wear on it, as you can see. A little curve there. There's the Boker USA. And the model is a 93161. Now, I don't know how old this is. I'm guessing from the 50s or 60s, but it's really hard to tell. Tried to do some research and got all kinds of different. Oh, that was a tough one. There's your can opener. They're all a little stiff. There's your cap lifter and flat blade screwdriver. And then the small blade here is in real good shape. Doesn't have much of a point there. Might be able to take care of that later. But you know, overall, it's in really good condition. Do some cleanup on that, and it'll be a really fine knife. But this is the only blade that's really got a bunch of wear on it. Got a little curve there from being sharpened in the past. Not very sharp right now, but we can put an edge on that. I'm not going to try and flatten that out. It just takes too much metal off, so we'll just sharpen it the way it is. Maybe if I get out and do some shooting, I'll get me a 9mm shell and cut it down to fit in there. Make it look pretty. But yeah, it's pretty crusty down inside there. I don't know if I can get that pick up on the camera, but yeah, it is pretty dirty in there, so that'll be another project for another video. But it's pretty nice. And the hobo knife, I was trying to date it too, but it's too hard to date Colonial stuff, and the best I could do is probably maybe in the 60s. Anybody knows any more about dating some of these, you know, leave me a comment. Now the next knife that I got from the garage sale, it's like brand new in a box. It's the R11 Handyman, Remington UMC. Got the paperwork in here. Not going to open all that up, but there's the knife. It's like brand new. Got the little badge there. I can't find a thing wrong with it. Now the different thing on this one, it's two blades. They both come out the same side. It's a lock blade. There's the tang stamp, USA, Remington, printed on the blade there. There's the model number, R11. It is a lock blade. The release on this one is really stiff, so you got to really push down on it. Then the other blade is a lock blade also. It's got a serrated edge. It says patented on there. It's got its own separate spring here with its own separate release right here. I thought that was pretty cool. Two blades, each one of them got their own lock. I'm going to do a little cleaning up and oiling here, but it's going to take very little cleaning. Just mainly oiling and keeping the blades coated. paperwork there. Now this one actually, my grandson was with me when we were at the garage sale, and I picked this one up. Now between the three knives here, I gave $15 for all three. So, you know, I got $5 in each one of those. Actually, the Remington was worth it for that. So that was a pretty good find at a garage sale, and I actually knew the guy that had them. And while we were at the garage sale, there wasn't much there that we wanted to see, and getting ready to walk away, and I asked him, I said, "You got any old pocket knives or anything?" And he's like, "Yeah, let me go back here in the garage." And he pulled out these three, and then a couple other case knives that were pretty nice, but he wanted more for those than I wanted to give, so I ended up with these three. But the Remington, after we got them home, I went ahead and gave it to my grandson because he was with me, and I wanted to get him another knife to add to his collection, get him started with some nice knives. So that actually belongs to him now. I got to give it back to him after I do the video. But I thought that was a pretty good deal for all three of those knives. Then wife and I were down in Florida visiting her sister. She lives down in the Villages, and so we did a little shopping, went to some thrift stores and pawn shops, and stopped at a antique mall. Didn't really find a whole lot out there for what I was looking for, and found a knife at this little antique mall in I think it was Wildwood, and picked up this Girl Scout knife. Now it's pretty rusty and crusty, but overall it's in pretty good condition other than the rust. Now, the blades are really difficult to get open. It is a cut master, which from what I was able to research, made by a Utica. At some point they changed it over to cut master for some of the knives, but I'm not really sure. It's made in Utica, New York. Can't really read that in there, but trying to do some research on this thing on age, and I'm getting all kinds of conflicting info. I don't know if it's from the 60s, 70s. The Girl Scout emblem is one way of telling, and one of the places I saw made me think this one is from between 1950 and 1965. If anybody out there has more info and can shed some light on this, let me know. But it's in pretty good condition other than the rust. There is no snap. It's just very difficult to open a blade. Very stiff. The cap lifter, screwdriver, pretty crusty. I can't get the small blade open right now. Gonna have to soak this thing into some rust remover. But can't get the punch blade out either. So, but can open, I think, no, it's not a small blade. This is a can opener right here. But gonna have to do a little rust removal on this, get it all cleaned up. Then that'll be on another video in the near future here. But I just wanted to show you what I picked up when we were down in Florida. There wasn't a lot to pick from down there in the area we were in, at least. But I think I gave $8 for this, if I remember correctly. But everything everything was in pretty good condition, other than, like I say, rusty or crusty, and all that can be taken off and make these knives usable and a little bit prettier than they are now. So I just want to thank everybody for watching. There's little Billy again. He's a weeble. You know, they say, you know, that's an old toy from way back, but he still hangs around. Had him hanging around for quite a few years now. So I hope everybody has a blessed week, and you know, just take care, be kind to one another, and you know, just be good. I wanted to show you. Got my little helper here. That's Blue. He likes to hang out with me in the garage. Right now he's just chilling. But he's about 10 years old. We rescued him a few years ago. Let's see, it's going on, well, about 5.5 years now. They told us he was about 5 years old when we got him. He still acts like a puppy, but he's my little buddy. And he just hangs out with me wherever I go. So anyway, everybody take care. Have a good one.